We're in a comfort place. Welcome to Recorded Conversations. The name of our podcast is Recorded Conversations. And my stage name is Ruth, as you knew on first season, episode 1.
And I'm Soul.Enthusiast. Y'all can also catch us on Anchor and Spotify, but we're trying this whole visual thing out to see how this goes.
Right. But by now, you guys already know our real names. I go by Pumpkin, and this is Shanice, and we are in Louisiana. So we are recording today on Sunday, October 23rd.
Scorpio season.
And today, some of the topics that we're going to delve into is talking about our very first year in our 30s. We are both 30 years old. Not having kids yet and not being married at 30. Our dating lives and what does that look like being single, educated Black women here in the deep, dirty South of Louisiana. And learning how to balance our personal lives and our work lives. We thought that these topics were really important to discuss, so we kind of going to delve into that. And so in order to start it off, she's going to pick a card, and we're going to start from there, bitch. Ooh.
My shuffling skills.
I don't even want to look, because really, now we washing
I'm acting as if
we
this
washing
is like a million
them, girl.
cards. It's
She
only
washing them like
cards.
they some goddamn dominoes.
Okay. Y'all, I'm just happy to have my best friend here today. I haven't seen her in a very long time.
It's been a very long time. It took us a lot to get right here in this moment today. All right. Pick one.
Okay. Oh, I'm picking?
Yeah, close your eyes and pick one. What does it say?
First question. Oh, shit. Have you ever experienced overt rejection?
Well, damn. We just getting right into it.
That's about right. This is about right to start Scorpio season off with. That's how it feels.
So
but
the very first
honestly,
question.
we can't even really talk because we're Scorpio moons. So
We are both Scorpio moons. So the very first question is, have you ever experienced overt rejection?
I'm going first.
Yes, and we can start in our general lives, in our romantic lives, in our platonic lives, familial lives.
Let's start with our
romantic, because we know y'all love the mess. We know y'all love the mess.
This is actually a good question because I have never been overtly rejected, but I have been covertly rejected. I feel like guys don't have the guts to overtly reject women, at least some.
They don't have the balls.
Yeah, at least the ones I've dealt with.
Metaphorically.
But I honestly would rather be overtly rejected than covertly rejected because I feel insulted if you covertly reject me. Like, just be real and be like, I don't want to fuck with you.
Correct. I can definitely agree with that. Like, I would definitely feel offended because when I am entering into a relation with you, I first tell you that I want you to be completely honest with me. And too many times guys feel too afraid to be honest. And I don't really think they're afraid of hurting our feelings anymore. I think they're afraid of just being real.
I think they are afraid of losing certain things from you if they are too real, because they'll know like that you will move on and be like, well, fuck this, I'm not about to put up with this. But if they keep covertly rejecting you and stringing you along, breadcrumbing you, whatever you want to call it, then you may stick around longer.
So I think all of us by the age 30 have experienced some form of rejection. I think all of us have either rejected someone or ghosted someone or been ghosted. But key point here, just remember that a rejection is a congratulations in disguise.
But we don't take it as that.
I know when it's hard.
But later on you do realize and cry. Later on you do realize like, it wasn't meant to be, whatever. I've even did that with like jobs. Yeah. So like Of course, when you interviewing for a job, you get overtly rejected.
Yeah.
So I've been overtly rejected, of course, which is heartbreaking. But then you end up getting another job, and you realize you like that job even better than the job you actually got rejected for, and you see that shit as a blessing in disguise.
Also, too, a lot of that is just we all experience that, and I think it's more hurting or disappointing because in your interview and everything, it seems like it's going your way already.
Right.
And then you get that gut punch to the chest, and it's like, oh, fuck. Like, you get what I'm saying?
Oh, definitely.
But you just got to remember that in life, God doesn't give you the people that you want. He gives you the people that you need. Being rejected romantically, whether that is verbalized and direct or not, we have to remember to do away with unhealthy attachments. And I think that's going to always be a constant lesson. It's a constant lesson. You know, we have to be intentional about breaking soul ties. And we have to be intentional about the memories and the hope we're carrying alive. Because here I feel, what I'm saying is, like, I kind of feel like memories are a double-edged sword. We can be making our favorite nigga feel like he was better than what he was. You get what I'm saying?
Always.
And then we left more shattered and heartbroken because he loving on somebody else, or he breaking another girl's heart and not ours.
You know what? I don't even want to get into it, but yeah, that part. It's just hard breaking away from people that
hard.
you really care about.
It is. And even with family and even with friends, you know, the bond is always there. Because what I'm about to say is, you can't take everybody where you're going. And I know it sounds like a cliche, but we're entering into our 30s, so we're going to start seeing it for ourselves.
Correct.
And we already are, some of us.
Yeah.
And so you have to learn to love people where they are, and you have to continue to go where you're going.
You have to leave those expectations
behind. Correct.
Yeah.
We have to leave those expectations behind.
But wait, did you answer the question about...
What's the question?
Have you experienced over...
Yes.
So what was your experience? Because I don't remember hearing it.
Well, I've experienced overt rejection romantically in situationships over this last year and last year. I've experienced overt rejection in friendships, in my family life and personal life. That was kind of emotionally unsettling.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Have you overtly rejected anybody?
Yes.
Romantically or family-wise or friend-wise?
Romantically and friend-wise. And I want to say romantically, it's only easy when you know you don't like him.
True. But see, that's hard for me because I hate hurting people's feelings.
Right. And I hate being ghosted, but I have ghosted.
And I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I'm slightly toxic because I talk about people who covertly reject people, but I do the same thing. I covertly reject also. I don't ghost people no more. Like, I just feel like we're so over that.
Well, hand clap for that.
Yeah, I don't do that anymore.
But people are still doing it our age. Like,
correct.
They still doing it.
I just think there should be a class that teaches you how to overtly, but nicely overtly reject people.
We need a class to teach people on acceptance.
That too,
because
but I come off so harsh.
There are the annoying people who will still try.
Oh,
the persistence,
girl,
the perseverance, the perseverance.
Speaking
of
perseverance,
that, but where was the chivalry in the first 2 months? You want to be
chivalry still exists.
You still want to be so persistent.
Have you ever experienced chivalry? I haven't.
Small degrees in modern times.
Very small.
It's different. What we're thinking of when we think of the word chivalry is gentlemanlike and flowers and gentle and bringing out our femininity. In today's age, would the kind of chivalry be considered? Let me get her extra leg to pop out. Babe, you want a black and mild?
No, you want to hit the blood?
Yeah. So that's like that's what. Yeah. That's what that is.
You want a caniac from Kate?
Not a caniac. You got money.
All right, three finger combo.
Girl, better use that McDonald's app with the rewards and deals. Yeah.
Girl, are we about to do another question?
Yeah. So basically, we're gonna start with our first year in our 30s. I'm 30 years old. I'll be 31 at the end of December.
And I'll be 31 in January.
And we want to talk about what it's been like being 30. And so I have some notes here and stuff like that I need to skim over. But basically, I just wrote that them 30s got hands, bitch.
They do. Remember how we came into 30? Ooh, bitch.
Girl,
we living our
3:35.
We gonna be our best life in our 30s.
Girl.
I mean, we're. It's better than the 20s, but it's like a different struggle because it's like, okay, now I'm 30.
Right. We've come into 30 with more life lessons, but bigger life,
even in this little short time.
but bigger life obstacles, because the way of life that we seen it in the beginning of our 20s
right.
is completely different. The people surrounding us, the people who raised us, life is looking different. So, basically for me, I know you guys are wondering where we both have been. It's been a lot of changes in our lives. Of course, as usual, change is constant and it's inevitable.
Correct. We have to evolve.
Yeah. And so we just been going through things and overcoming things, and it doesn't necessarily mean that it's bad. And I think a lot of our problems is that we don't want to go through things. You know, it's always
very well said.
We don't have a lot of patience. A lot of our patience is running real thin coming into 30.
Mm-hmm.
Nerves are getting a little bit more bad, so we have to have an extra more work on our patience.
Yeah. Easier said than done.
With a lot of things like that. But in short, I really have been going through a lot of shit in my dirty 30s. So 30 is definitely fucking dirty. But I've been healing. And healing and living isn't linear. Like, you know, we have to find beauty in that and appreciate and honor our own resiliency. We do not give ourselves grace. We are very hard and critical on our own selves.
Yeah.
And that's just where I am right now. But if you are not right there right now, if you're not in acceptance, if you're not in growing and glowing, that's also okay.
Yeah.
If you're feeling like you don't want to be strong anymore and you're getting tired, that's okay too. But you must accept that feeling. And that's very hard. But you got to remember, we can't run away from accountability and radical acceptance.
Correct.
So, back to being 30. Soul-Enthusiast. What's one word you would use to describe being 30? Go.
The one word I would use to describe me being 30 is mental. Like, it's been a real mental challenge for me this past few months of being 30. I walked into it as, yeah, bitch, I'm here, I'm 30, I got my shit kind of together, whatever. Sassy, cute.
All right.
Getting fine.
Yeah.
You know.
Let's go.
But then, you know, as that kind of dies down, the hype dies down, you start dealing with real life issues, and it's like, you know, I'm out living on my own now. And
what a big adjustment.
Yeah, and I'm spending a lot of time alone when I'm not at work, of course. And so it's a lot to think about. I've just been battling with keeping my peace and not letting outside distractions disturb that peace, which is very hard. But I've just been in my head a lot.
Living by yourself, you learn more about yourself.
Oh,
you have
definitely.
more time to observe yourself in your own solitude.
I know what I like and I know what I don't like for sure now. And I know what I want for sure now.
Knowing what you want is very hard.
Yeah, it is.
It's so easy to know what you don't want.
Because a lot of the things I didn't want, I kind of want now.
Yeah.
In certain aspects of life.
Yeah. I agree.
And yeah, so it's just been like a mental challenge for me trying to figure out ways to keep my peace. That's pretty much it. And I'm trying to carry that the rest of my life.
It's a lifelong journey.
It is. It's exhausting.
Yes, it is. But there's beauty in it.
Oh, definitely. That's what life's about.
So, one word to describe 30 for me. The first word I'm going to use, because we all know I'm not using one word. I love words. So, one word to describe 30, manic. Manic, panic, bliss, tumultuous, peace, joy, worry, fucking hilarious, relief, and tough. Y'all knew I was not gonna use one word. Yes, tumultuous. Because tumultuous, like up and down and round and round.
Oh, that's a really good word. I've heard that word, but I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what the fuck that meant.
And my little, explanation I have here is I have been experiencing a lot of grief out loud. Not suppressed, but out loud. And it's been really heavy. And once I start grieving one thing, I will start grieving many things that I never really grieved. And I just kept a lot of things bottled inside. And, I'm grieving the loss of my beautiful mom who died 2 years ago on a beautiful summer day. The loss of my last and real relationship, which was 6 years long. I've been single now for 4 years, and I've just kind of been sometimes in the elements of being hurt and disappointed in a lot of things and people, and just feeling a lot of abandonment. I don't want to say this out loud. I'm scared. But feeling abandoned by my favorite nigga last year.
Fuck that nigga.
And just feeling those emotions. I've been feeling really confused, a lot of feeling shattered, not knowing how to identify what I was feeling, let alone pick them apart. And I really just been grieving my old self and my autonomy. And I'm coming into my own right now of letting her go, because the girl I'm growing into now, she's starting to feel more alive, and I'm starting to see bits and pieces of the old me, but I will never be the old me again.
I hope not.
You hope not?
I hope not.
What the fuck is that supposed to mean, bitch?
I hope not. We'll talk about it later.
Okay. But it's just me now. So, and that's what we're getting with living alone and what that looks like at 30. No pets, no kids, no baby daddy, no family. We're really in our own spaces, in our own homes, living alone, and what that sounds like and feels like.
I love it.
And I love it too. I do. But the loneliness is sometimes the aching silence of it.
Yeah.
On random nights.
Yeah.
You yearning for some type of physical touch or some noise.
Definitely.
Or some noise that's not on a TV. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. I love the physical touch part. I love to lay up and shit. Like
yeah, me too. I like lazy love.
Yeah, I love shit like
I
that.
love lazy love.
So like sometimes I just be wanting somebody to like lay up with.
Like I'm already laying down being fat with all my snacks. I just need one arm and a leg.
Right.
I just
a little something.
I just need one arm and a leg.
Like I'll be the big spoon. I don't give a fuck.
I always want to be the big spoon.
Me too.
That's why I really got no nigga now. Because we want to lead. Because we want to big energy. You know, we got Saturn glyphs. So, you know, Capricorns, and you know how we roll.
Mm-hmm. Capricorn, Aquarius.
You know how we roll. But I've been going through all of that. And working on releasing unhealthy attachments and soul ties intentionally and mindfully. And as we are, you know, winding down in our very first year of our 30s, we're also coming into fall now, you guys. So this is now a season of like seasonal depression for a lot of people around the holidays and when it gets cold and things like that. So I just want to touch bases on seasonal depression. And it's coming in for a lot of folks, and we have to take care of ourselves. And I want to remind y'all to take care of y'all, practice some self-care, reach out to people, develop healthy coping mechanisms, seek professional or clinical help, or take a more holistic route. Look, walking works.
It does.
Walking
being physically
works.
active works.
Move that unhinged anxiety around in your body.
Mm-hmm.
Get it out. I'm telling you, get it out.
Energy around. Don't let it just sit there. Don't just sit there and mope.
Get it out.
That does not work.
You know.
Make you some goals. That always help me. Start with short-term goals. I
It's
actually just
hard.
told
Yeah.
one of my friends just yesterday.
Because
Get
that's
you
hard.
some short-term goals. What are
Yeah.
you gonna do for the week? You know, coping mechanisms. Find different ones. It's
Yeah.
more than just smoking weed.
Yeah.
And doing what and taking shots. Like find a healthy lifestyle.
Talking about lifestyle, let's go to balancing our personal and work life.
Okay.
So I feel like balancing your personal life and your work life is a constant struggle.
Constant, because it's so exhausting. It's like I hate routine. So
It becomes mundane.
very mundane. 2 days off, which really feels like you really actually have one day because that's Sunday
Literally.
you're getting ready for the
Next
week.
day.
So getting up, going to work, get off of work, get ready to do the same thing the next day for 4 more days. Where is there time for yourself? Because by the time you get off of work, you're fucking exhausted, and it's just
And you're
like
hungry.
you're hungry, exhausted, nothing cooked. You don't feel like cooking, so you get nasty, greasy food, and it's just everything is a mess. And I always sit here and wonder, like, how do people who have kids do this? Like, honestly, it's given me much more of an appreciation to my mom.
Right.
Like, girl.
Right.
How?
'Cause
My
she worked.
grandma, like, what?
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't do it. But finding that healthy balance takes time because you, first of all,
It takes practice.
it takes practice. You have to figure out what works, what doesn't work. I don't know what I've been doing to try and balance my work, personal life. I've started doing morning routines. I started being more physically active. Even if I'm tired, I push myself.
You do.
But you also have to find, it's more than just keeping yourself busy. It's about it's about discipline and finding what works. Because some days I'll just come, put my phone off and just do nothing. I don't want to talk. I've been talking all day.
Right.
Sometimes that works.
Right.
Sometimes go and work out works. Sometimes go and take a walk works. It just depends. It takes practice. But then you don't want to keep doing the same things over and over because that becomes routine.
And you don't want to get off and fall asleep too early because how you gonna sleep at night?
I think that's just very subjective. Just depends on the person.
I
But
take
like
a
me, I
little
get up
30
at 5.
I can do a 30-minute. Yeah, I can do a 30-minute nap to an hour nap and still go to sleep for 11:30.
Oh no, not me. I won't sleep.
Oh.
I can't take a nap. Once I'm going to sleep, I need to go to sleep.
Yeah.
Or I'm awake, or I'll fall asleep
And
at
you wake up
9
too
and
early.
wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Like, that doesn't work.
Yeah.
So what works for you?
Basically, I am in practice mode right now, so we are learning.
That's very real.
But the two things that I always do is I like to start my mornings early. You have better days that way.
It does, and that's what I was talking about, the morning routines.
You have better days that way. Start your morning
at least an hour earlier.
Prayer, meditation, listening to something inspirational, something to get your blood boiling, either a walk, a coffee, a book, a thought.
Cooking yourself breakfast.
Yeah.
That works.
That's one thing I always do, and I always end my evening with another intellectual treat as far as either journaling or doing one of those things I did in the morning.
Yeah, I do journaling when I'm depressed.
Yeah.
After work, I find that after work is either two things. You're being super active or you're not being active.
Mm-hmm.
But you still want to treat yourself. It's like you're at work all day. I'm trying to find a way to say
I like
this.
how she said you still want to treat yourself.
You're at
work. You should treat yourself every day in some way.
Correct. You're at work all day, and it's like, when do I actually have time for me? And it's like, it used to be days I would stay up till maybe like 12 o'clock at night, which is late for me. Staying up till 12 because I just feel like I've been robbed of my self-time, so I need to stay up later.
I've been robbed.
Yeah, I need to stay up later so that I can accumulate more self-time than just putting all my energy into work and whatever else.
Right.
So that's the part I'm still battling with.
Because if you stay up too late, the next day,
and now you feel like shit at work.
Correct.
And no matter how much coffee you drink, at this point, I'm immune.
Yeah.
We
can drink coffee.
I'm immune, but the thing is, if I don't drink it, I still feel like shit.
We mentally make the coffee do what we want it to do. It's not working on us.
You're right.
Digestively.
You're right.
It's a mental thing.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
But I like how she said, in some way, somehow, every day you should treat yourself after working all day. I think it's important to make time to do that.
Yeah.
Literally, make the time.
But my question is, well, I want to know, how do people in relationships and people with kids make that work? Because I just don't see it. Like, are y'all miserable? Like, I'm sorry.
You're gonna have your good days and your bad days. You're gonna have your good days and your bad days.
How?
You're gonna have your good days and your bad days. I mean, we've all had roommates in college. We've experienced that.
Yeah, but it's like, you gotta come home, get your kids ready for school, help them with their homework.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's a lot. That's a lot. And then if you're married or whoever you're living with, your kid's father, whatever, like, are y'all what are y'all doing?
Some people make it work. But I think two key things I have here to making things like that work is verbalizing your boundaries and expressing your needs.
Yeah, I'm not good with that.
Well, damn. Bitch, what you good at? Just laying down eating snack?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I'm gonna be honest. Like, I'm not good with that.
You know, you have to verbalize your boundaries. You know, express your need for calmness, reassurance, for understanding. Right here about verbalizing boundaries, I have the bare minimum of anything is no longer my vibe. What a nasty people-pleasing trait I used to carry around. If I'm more culpable, if I'm more agreeable.
Bitch, you and all these big ass words. What the fuck is culpable?
Agreeable.
What? Okay.
It's the
Y'all,
same.
I promise I'm not done. I got like 2 degrees. I promise I'm not dumb.
If we make it easier for people to love us, to hang out with us, or to chill with us, they'll stay.
I'm a people person, I'm not gonna lie. You know I'm the chill friend.
And what did you find out about that? What's a hard lesson you found out about that?
About being go with the flow girl?
Mm-hmm.
people will overstep their boundaries and take advantage of you.
And what else? They leave.
Oh yeah, they still leave no matter what.
They leave.
So you might as well put your boundaries up anyway.
They leave.
They gonna leave regardless.
So ain't no point in compromising until forever.
Until
They will
said
leave.
commitment.
Say what you like and say what you don't like. And another lesson for us. When you do have people in your life and you're in the hustle and bustle of personal life and work life and social life, let's be aware of the people who really love us. Let's embrace them because they're actually showing up for us. And when it's someone new showing up for us and embracing us and loving us, let's not self-sabotage that. But oh, he's so damn annoying. Oh, it's aggravating. I cringe when I see a good morning beautiful. And
Just say you're talking about me.
I'm talking about myself here.
Just
I'm talking about me too.
it's fine.
I'm talking
I know
about
my faults.
me.
I
too.
know my dark side.
Tell us a dark side.
I'm toxic.
What? Really? Not in totality. Everybody is a little toxic.
I know I be knowing what I'm doing.
Oh no.
I choose who to be toxic with.
You like to fight.
I like to fight. Physically? Mentally?
Emotionally.
I like to emotionally fight. You think so?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
It's a thrill until you get slain.
Get slain, bitch.
Sometimes.
Until I get slain.
Until they.
Yeah, no, because the people I'm toxic with are the people I slay.
Oh.
Right. Right. I'm never like completely toxic with the ones I really care about.
Yeah.
That sounds the ones I really care about. That sounds
That's
bad.
really bad. Like, I can't believe you're saying some of this stuff.
Yeah, it's just I'm just being honest.
Next topic.
But as a 30-year-old now, I'm very clear on things. Like my intentions are clear. I don't, I'm not super toxic at 30. I'm still just
Quick question. Let's answer in a minute. How long has it been since you felt home?
I'm answering first.
I'll go first. How long has it been since I felt home?
Or let's say this. When was the last time you felt home?
I honestly feel home right now.
Oh,
it has been so long. Before right now, I'm gonna say, oh wow. I can't put a numerical number on it, but
Right.
oh wow. It's been a while. When we say how long has it been, I want you to ask yourselves too, listeners, how long has it been since you felt home? Home is not a tangible place with a white picket fence. It's a feeling. How long has it been since you felt home? Home is a place that you can go to any edge of this earth and feel.
You're right. I'm really in deep thought.
I know, because it's hard.
It's
a hard
very
question.
hard.
It's a hard question.
As a 30-year-old woman right now, I must say I haven't. What I thought home was. Home for me is safe. Feeling safe. Feeling I know my back is covered. feeling like no matter what, I won't not let down. It's not that I won't be let down, but
I won't fail.
I won't fail. And I will say I feel home when I'm around certain people. I feel home when I'm around my immediate family, like being at my grandmother's house. I feel, especially as a child,
yes,
that was my base. But as a grown woman, I find that my home floats with me, and it's like I don't have a home. I feel like and it's
gypsy.
not. Yeah, I feel like a nomad, a gypsy. I feel like where is my place?
Where's my anchor?
Correct. Where's my anchor? But I also feel home when I'm with y'all.
Yes.
Especially when we used to all be together all the time.
Yeah.
Doing
nostalgic.
God knows what.
Girl, being clowns. Being clowns, girl.
Bitch.
Being clowns,
In the
girl. Being clowns.
In the churches.
Not in a sewer, God. No, not me, girl.
In the churches.
Girl.
Well, we was talking about clowns, and it used to be in the sewer, so I was kind of making being poetic.
Let's start with not having kids at 30, not being married at 30. What does that look like and feel like?
For me, I'm okay with it now. Honestly, Pumpkin,
We never wanted kids.
It's not even that.
We didn't want to get
I
married.
just never saw that for myself. Even at a young age, you know how girls be like, "Oh, I'm getting married at 25."
I was planning
By
weddings,
25,
but it wasn't
I'm
for
being.
me. I was looking at the
This
dresses
is why
on
we're
pictures.
fucking friends.
I was
bitch.
looking at the dresses on pictures, but it wasn't for me.
This is why we fucking friends. Like, for real. Even as like a young girl, I was never like, "Oh, I'm gonna be married by 25. I'm gonna have 4 kids, and we gonna have this." Like, I never
was.
I just never saw that. My key focus was
snipers.
my focus was living my life. No, my focus was graduating college, and then whatever the fuck happens after that happens.
Doing what I want.
Doing what I want.
Freedom. Now we got too much
Financial freedom.
Now we got too much freedom.
And we bored. Now we want to be a big fool.
Somebody come help me do my chores.
But I don't feel any type of way about it right now. It would be. My views on marriage are so unconventional.
It's a lot of gray areas.
It's a lot of gray areas for me. The whole kid thing, I'm not ready.
We didn't want to get married and have kids before, but now we're open to the ideas, is what we're going to say.
Precisely. I'm open to the idea.
We're open to the ideas.
I'm open to the idea of having a person. I want a person
to develop a young mind with.
So nice. You're so great with words, friend. To develop a young mind with. And if you know me, you know I'ma develop the fuck out of my child's mind.
Lord Jesus, yes. There's no such thing as a perfect parent, guys.
No. Once you grow up, you realize your parents are humans.
They're people just like us.
Precisely.
Not having kids and not being married at 30 is stigmatized in Southwest Louisiana from small towns that we both come from.
Mm-hmm.
And when you get on the Facebook and
deactivated,
you know, you see all the gender reveals and baby showers and weddings and anniversaries, and then it's just us posting Justin Lil Boy ghetto memes.
We had brunch like this.
God damn it. I have moments now. I know I'm just 30, but we are getting up there, so we can't have kids forever. Nobody want to have their first baby at 50. And yes, I said 50. Because that's what it's looking like for us. For us. But it's hard. And, you know, we just shuffling through all that. We have a lot of options. And we just got to remember that everything is not on our time. It's on divine time.
Correct.
Okay? No sense in rushing.
And niggas is trash, bro.
How we get to niggas on this time?
I'm sorry.
You see? God damn.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You hate them.
I don't.
Okay.
I don't. I want to love.
You want to
I
love.
want to love them.
Yes. It's just hard. It's just hard. But I think a lot of black women are profoundly lacking in an acronym that I made up, which is called RID. So crazy how we lack in RID. And what I mean by RID, R-I-D, in receiving inheritance divinely. We lack in that as black women, young, old, middle age, receiving inheritance divinely. What does that mean?
I was about to ask you.
So, what I mean by that is we so deeply and desperately suffer from receiving any source of nurture, which is our birthright. I mean, we did birth the world. Why is it so hard to receive a helping hand?
I just had this conversation. I kid you not.
Being open to being loved. Why is that hard? Is it because we have been let down so many times? Abandoned? Heartbroken? Or disappointed? No. Hell no. Hell fucking yes.
Okay.
But let's dig a little further.
Let's dig.
What I'm getting at is our childhood trauma. Everyone has one. And how we were brought up. Raised up from our mamas, to our mamas, to our grandmamas,
Right.
and then their grandmas. From the time we are passed through the birth canal like a swan in a river, we are coerced. We are coerced into being strong. You better not cry before I give you something to cry for. But you got scared. Wipe them tears. How many times? Raise your hand if you heard that before.
Not raise your hand. You can tell she's been teaching.
I'm sorry. But if you heard that before, our feelings as black women were silenced. Durability was always reinforced on us.
Yeah.
And it's not their fault, for it's just how they were raised. We complain about not finding our compatible soulmates or our romantic partners, but we also repulse and we fume at the ain't shit options that come before us at the local gas stations, in hood stores, in the Walmart.
Oh God.
I still ain't tried Home Depot yet. On TikTok they said it was a good spot.
Girl, at work, we still never went.
Is it
Niggas
sad?
ain't at Home Depot. They're at their mama house.
Niggas could barely read. What they gonna put together?
We can't do them like
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna get a record. Trying to be.
That girl said they can't read.
I didn't even say that. Mm-mm. We are uninterested now. We're in the space of uninterestedness. But do we give enough chances?
I
Or have we given too many to the wrong ones, perhaps?
I always
Which
do.
is why we are single and childless at 30.
You think that's why?
I'm
You
asking.
think it's our fault?
No, I'm not
Oh.
saying it's anyone's fault. I'm just exploring.
Yeah, it's
reasons.
some weird shift in the universe, and men are just out of their minds. That's the only thing I could think of.
We tried, and I have here. I've tried, I've been trying to date outside of the box. I wasn't really clear on whether or not I actually had a type. I'm still not sure, but I know it's not. But it doesn't really matter the type because I've been disappointed in them all.
I don't think I have. I don't think I have a type.
No, I don't think you have a type either.
Yeah.
But it makes me wonder if I've already turned down Mr. Right. And sometimes I also wonder about my personal worthiness living in singleness. And sometimes I find myself asking God when it's my time, but we have to all learn to just be patient.
I mean, we can't do nothing if the counterpart won't
Isn't
participate.
Won't participate.
If the counterpart is not
Because you
participating,
could be willing but not participating.
correct. If he's not participating, what the fuck can we do?
Look like a damn fool.
Precisely. So I mean, that's pretty much it. They wanna be there, but they don't wanna participate. They don't want, like we always say, love is a choice.
Love is a daily choice.
You have to make the choice. You're not just, people think they're just gonna find somebody and it's gonna be, oh, fireworks. Oh, I've never felt like this before, and it's gonna stay like that. You have to do the work for it to stay like that. You have to put in the work if you want it.
So let's talk about dating right quick. Are you single?
I am.
So am I. I'm single.
Me too.
What is one of your pet peeves about dating and talking and getting to know someone else?
Getting to know someone else?
Yeah, like a new guy. What are your pet peeves in that getting to know phase?
This is my pet peeve. There's no, first pet peeve is there's no intention. Like, what you want. Second pet peeve for me is, so when we gonna chill?
Yeah. Damn, we can't even get $1 coffee and go to the pub?
We can't take a walk?
Why you always gotta come to my house?
Girl.
We could kill you niggas.
Girl. And could.
Y'all don't think we crazy?
Nope. They don't care. They just
We supposed to be scared of y'all, but I'm at this point like, y'all ain't scared of nothing?
Nope.
The world is crazy. It's not ever
Females are
safe
crazy.
to be moving like that when you don't know nobody like that.
Right. They don't care, girl. They feel like, well, I didn't text you for a week, so I know you.
And you do not.
And don't.
You do
That's
not.
the other pet peeve.
You do not know
You
me.
don't know me.
Oh no. Oh no.
You don't know me. And you haven't tried. Guys really don't try to get to know you. They talk to you, cool, they know your favorite show on Netflix. They know where you like to go eat, and then now they know you. And they've been to your house one time. And
Why
now,
they need to know where we like to go eat when they don't take us?
that's the question I've been trying to figure out. I don't know.
One of my biggest pet peeves in the getting to know phase is when people ask me what I'm mixed with.
Girl, we're not gonna get into that.
And I understand that I wear bindies and I adorn my crown with a bindi. Okay? But we do know that our East and West African people adorn their crowns as well in those cultures.
Yeah. I mean, that's where all those things started.
This is not just a Middle Eastern Hindi thing.
Right.
We are honoring and respecting all cultures, but
we wear it to represent our third eye and our intuition.
correct.
That's what it's for.
It's a spiritual.
Right.
emblems.
Representation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is what I'm trying to
That's
say.
what it's for.
And even if I don't have on my bindi, they still want to know what I'm mixed with.
Oh,
and I take offense to that, because just because I may have a few good little edges and, you know, some little long eyelashes, it don't mean my mama and daddy can't both be black.
Oh, right.
And when they find out that I am just black, it's kind of like they're let down. And I want to know, like, to me personally, it's a turnoff, because what do you hate so much about your beautiful black skin, black man,
Right.
that you're gunning for a Creole, for a Native American, for a Latina, for something to mix your blood with rather than your own? Am I saying that right? I don't know.
Yeah. I've never, like, guys have never really come. It's more, I feel like females ask me that more than anything.
Oh, not me.
Guys always be like, yeah, you got
And
that,
I'm the
you got that
bisexual.
good hair, but like they never be like, oh, you mix. I never got that from any of them. Yeah, but like females.
Yeah, like, hey girl, you so pretty. What you
Yeah,
they be like that. Yeah, but like, I don't know. It's just a turn off. Like, people are in a constant search for something exotic, and when they figure you're not exotic, you're less desirable.
Right. My thing is we're in Southwest Louisiana. Like,
we all Creole.
Like, come on now. Like, what,
majority.
Why? Like, I that's just crazy to me. That's crazy to me.
But that's how it is. Another thing, getting to know someone and sex. It comes up. We're grown. We're all 30. I personally don't like how fellatio has black men in a chokehold. It's in every rap song. It's in every video.
I love that we're saying fellatio.
It's all over social media. But let's be honest here. Some of them would rather receive that act than have full-blown on intercourse. Some women love to give it. I am in a gray area. I am not one. It's levels to this. You have to earn this. I'm not fucking doing it. And I've had
she said, I'm not fucking doing it.
I've had men get upset and verbally hostile.
Oh yeah, niggas get hostile when you don't want to give them what they get hostile. Like,
I mean, they're fucking babies.
It's low-key scary.
And I mean, it's people you don't even really talk to, and we have get to know phase. Like, goddamn, I want to shake you. You crazy?
Yeah.
They're disgusting.
So let me ask you this: do you feel like if you were in a committed relationship that you would enjoy doing it better?
Yes, all the time. If I'm in a committed, it doesn't even have to be relationship. If I'm in a consistent something, yes.
Right. I totally agree.
You get what I'm saying?
I totally agree. Like, you're not just about to be doing it to every nigga that you talking to.
Correct.
Right? And my thing. And then that makes you think, are you letting every bitch that you talk to suck your dick?
And I mean, let's talk about it. The hygiene. Come on. And that's all we're going to leave it at. Come on.
Yeah. It's a bit much.
You know? But it's a little bit of give and take.
Yeah, it's definitely give and take.
Being single and not married at 30 and not having kids and dating is a lot of give and take. It's not one person's fault. It's our own shared personal experiences. And this is where we're at. And a lot of people can relate to us and a lot of them can't. You know?
Yeah.
But just remember, when it's your time, it's your time. Except being single, it doesn't mean we have to like it though. What? What?
You're right, except being single. But don't be miserable in it. Like, I think people's issues with being single is not really themselves all the time, it's society, because people looking at you funny.
Right.
Like, bitch, what the fuck wrong with you? Why you ain't got no kids yet?
Yes.
That's the part for me.
Yes.
Like, damn, y'all don't know my struggles.
Girl.
Like, what if I had low self-esteem? Like, come on now.
I want to talk about self-initiated desirability. Like building our own self-confidence in ourselves and illuminating that on the outside out loud. Like, what does it feel like when you feel cute and you're out in the world getting a loaf of bread, or you're at work being a medical professional and you activated your personal black girl magic or your confidence?
Oh, I do that every day.
In your
so
beauty.
I've been told. I was actually told this yesterday that I exude confidence.
Aww.
And like, I don't feel like I do.
Yeah.
But apparently the way I carry myself, that's what people get from me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, nobody carries confidence every day, but I try.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. But we try.
Yeah, I try. I try to be the best I can every day. I try to not disappoint myself.
And we come home feeling more satisfied and fulfilled.
Yeah, definitely.
With starting your day with a little confidence.
Yeah, starting my day with self-care.
And gratitude.
And gratitude. Gratitude is big. A lot of people leave gratitude in the rearview mirror, and that's their problem.
Even if you can't remember at the time you open your eyes, I hope you remember by the time you're eating your first snack or drinking your first cup of coffee. You know, just to be grateful. But self-initiated desirability and the art of seduction are two tools that can not only help enhance your confidence in your physical, but it can also help with enhancing or creating your own realities.
Another thing I say all the time, reprogramming your subconscious.
Creating your own realities, but not in a delusional way. Let's not get too carried away.
Well, it's like 50% delusion, but you still know that you're being delusional.
Right.
You get what I mean?
Right. Because I mean, like I have here, if you want to get into the technicality of things, delusion is subjective perception. Like if, for example, you are going through something and I say, snap out of it, girl, you're being delusional. I personally can't take that judgment on that, because what you're feeling, I cannot feel.
Thank you.
I did not walk that journey and experience with you for you to feel this way, whatever emotionally, and it's spilling out verbally.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? As a friend, I can be here and support you and guide you to the best of my capacity. But I cannot invalidate your feelings and your reality and call it delusion.
Feel when you feel like that, because you be quiet on the phone.
No, that's not true. What I'm practicing thinking before I speak now.
Oh, that's what that is? Oh, okay.
Literally, I'm practicing that now on my healing journey. So I know what moment you're referring to right now, and that's not what I was doing, and that was not my intent.
Okay.
And I hope you don't carry that.
No, definitely not.
Because I was listening before I opened my mouth. I'm working on not interrupting people when they're talking as well.
I need to work on that. I feel like I interrupt people.
I'm working on my active listening skills and listening not to respond but to hear. That's one thing I'm working on right now. Like I literally mindfully working on.
I think when I listen to people, I think I'm very contradictory. Is that a word?
Yep.
How? Hold on. Hold on, y'all. We trying to figure out how to do the recording port. It's not clicking. Oh. What you trying to type?
Do it like that for now.
Yeah.
Add another segment.
But yeah, I'm kind of contradictory because I always give both points of views. I try to give multiple points of views.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess that's why I'm such an understanding person, because I always try to see it
I'm
not
trying to
just
look at
from
it
mine,
from every.
but I'm trying to look at it from your point of view too.
Me too.
And I'm trying to look at it from another point of view, which becomes complicated and very
overly considerate.
Very overly. Okay.
Overly considerate,
Also
and
say
now we're on the inside a big mumbo jumbo of all kind of indifferences emotionally.
Yeah.
And
It's chaos.
Protecting our peace. Full circle. Just
Yeah.
let it now.
It's chaos.
Learning to protect our peace in that way. Anything else you would like to say about being 30 years old, young, black, beautiful, talented, gifted, single, childless, unmarried?
I'm just coasting.
Are you happy in this moment?
I am.
Me too.
Because I've been worse.
I'm content with this.
I've been worse.
Right
so
now.
I'm happy right now. And it's really, everything you're saying is crazy because I've been thinking about, like, before you came, I was thinking about
And
this
5
shit.
hours from now, we might want to, we might have a little urge or something. Don't mean we're going to get it because, nowadays you got to beg and chase one, which is another topic. Chasing them while we dating them. Oh, hello, sir. Let me get your door.
But you came after me, though.
Hey, fine zaddy. I bought you a dozen of roses.
That's what they want.
Stop!
They want you to chase them. They want you to take them on a date. They want you to ask them out.
I just want to remember, I want all of you listening, and I want you here with me to remember 2 quotes that I picked up from somewhere, and I don't know who the authors are, but I have them in quotes. These are not my words, but I think it's a great close to this topic. You can't keep dancing with the devil and asking why you're in hell.
All right.
And we must stop being the go-to person for people we can't go to.
That's a good one. I'm done. No, not with this.
Oh, I thought you know with the podcast.
No,
I
I meant I'm done with what you're saying. I no longer do those things.
And what I mean with the can't keep dancing with the devil and asking why you're in hell, if we keep making the conscious mistakes in dating and doing the same things over and over again, and we're getting the same
Toxic
disappointments,
cycles.
and we're getting the same
Not
disappointments,
evolving.
and we're not getting what we want, or we're just dating and we don't know what we want, we're only fueling our own disappointment and despair in situations like that. So,
Right.
don't keep doing the dance if,
There's always better out there.
the footloose is long, bitch, take a rest.
Not the footloose.
You get what I'm saying? Like, it's long. So, I guess we're kind of coming to an end on our podcast.
Yeah, this actually went better than I thought.
Me too. Like, I felt comfortable, so I hope it came out good when we check it. But we are in the month of October. We just started Scorpio season. We are both Scorpio moons for the mysterious ones. And I want to end the podcast talking about Happy International Creole Heritage Month, which is the full month of October.
Oh, and it's physical therapy month.
All right, and it's also breast cancer awareness.
Yep.
So we're honoring all of those things. And so I have a few little fun things about Creole. So we all know that most of our listeners are our families and friends who support us. So they are here with us from Louisiana. But if we do reach anybody else, we're here in Louisiana, and in Southwest Louisiana and Southern Louisiana, we have a lot of clusters of Creole and Cajun people, and this month we are focusing on the Creoles. What a Creole is, you can look it up online or on YouTube. There's a lot of different videos, and I mean there also are free people of Creole who were here in the 17 and 1800s. You know, before Louisiana was a state. Louisiana was one of the very first settlements here by the French and the Spanish with the slave ships and all of that. You know what I
Correct.
mean? New Orleans was a big melting pot, a gumbo of all ethnicities and nationalities. Just like what you would consider New York City today, New Orleans was the hustle and bustle of America back then.
Yeah.
And Louisiana was a huge territory spread miles across the Mississippi up north. And then we had the Louisiana Purchase in 1803, and you know, okay, enough.
Okay, history teacher.
Nerd. But what is Louisiana Creole? So Louisiana Creole is like a
It's like a little mixture, a little bit.
mixture is
Little
what I'm gonna
French,
say.
little
It's French, Spanish,
Black, Native American, which is what we all are
Portuguese
down here. Yeah.
And you have different types of Creole. So Louisiana Creole is spelled with a C, Creole. But you also have Haitian Creole, Kreyol. And although very similar, we do have distinct differences.
Oh, definitely.
And some of us here are mixed with Haitian, Senegalese, Ghana, Caribbean, Irish.
Okay.
You know, you see a lot of black people with natural red, brownish hairs. That's Irish and German.
My family.
And we have a lot of them in Jamaica.
Yeah, we have a lot of redheads in my family. That dusty
You
red
can tell they have it when you look at the hairs in their eyelashes and eyebrows, and sometimes on the back of their necks.
Yep.
So happy International Creole Heritage Month. Let's continue to love who we are, honoring our ancestors, and lighting our candles.
Definitely.
Having reverence, having grace, and being proud of our people. The blood is flowing through our veins. Syncretism, you know, and honoring all aspects of our Haitian culture, our Louisiana culture, our Caribbean, our West African.
Right.
And learning to just relax in this season. Let's start off Scorpio season with relaxing in Creole Heritage Month. Our ancestors said they got it. All we got to do is show up. It's time to give thanks. It's time to level up through our ancestral roots. The sun will always shine upon the arches of our arms, and my smile and our smiles will always glisten. Happy Creole Heritage Month.
Thank you, history teacher, for the history lesson.
Any closing remarks?
None. Y'all, be good, be happy, stay at peace.
Love y'all.
Bye.